All right, cool. Dude, also Happy New Year.
Happy New
I
Year.
guess,
Happy New Year.
yeah, 2026 still feels a lot like 2025.
Doesn't really feel any different, but hopefully for the Boston Sox, there will be some good news in 2026. What's up, everybody?
Yeah, hi guys, this is a impromptu not from Boston.
It's been a couple weeks, so we were like, let's just jump on and see what's up. Not a
Yeah.
lot is up, but you know.
No, I feel like there's more stuff just happening outside of Boston, like outside of the Sox than with the Sox. Like the only thing that's happened with the Sox is like we may have, I guess, no, we did because I think Jen McCaffrey wrote about it. But we've made the Sox have made an aggressive offer to Alex Bregman, whatever that means.
Well, I think I got the figure. I mean, from what I've seen, it's like in the range of 5 years, 165 or 170. It's like a similar contract to what Detroit offered him last year.
Yeah, I've been seeing 6,170.
6-1. So that's exactly what Detroit offered him, 6-171, which is like
Yeah.
stupid. Yeah, that's what. Um, and I guess just to jump right into that, I'm not sure. It seems like he's holding out for a better offer. And I have to be honest, like again, we've talked about this. I love Alex Bregman, but like, is he worth more than that? I don't think
No.
so. I think that's insane considering his injury record and like he had a good season last year, but his drop off in August and September, he was an above, above average, above league average hitter, but he wasn't setting the world ablaze at the end of the season. So I don't really know if he's thinking he's going to get a Judge contract. Like that's not going to happen. I'm not really sure what he's waiting for.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like he's only gonna like another team. I think we said this before. Like another team has to get like stupid and like spend like Padres, like Xander Bogaerts, like stupid
And
amount
that's not
of
going to happen.
money.
That's not going to
I just
happen.
yeah, nobody's paying anybody this off season. Like it's everyone's so you know penny pinching, um, except for like the Blue Jays, I guess,
And
and they've
even then,
been.
I mean, Dylan Cease, I think like that was a huge overpay. I think it's a huge overpay. But that's not an unprecedented contract for a starting pitcher. That's the exact figure that who's the other pitcher that got that exact contract? It's
It
happened
was
before.
David Price.
David Price. So that's happened before. And I think Toronto getting so it kind of always happens. I feel like the team, if they're a big market team that gets close to a World Series but doesn't quite get it, they'll go out and be a little stupid the next year and be like, ah, fuck it. But
I don't remember an off season like the Blue Jays more than any team I can think of that just lost the World Series. Like no team has gone out like this and like just like
well, I can tell you one. I can tell you one who did some crazy shit that didn't work out. It didn't seem crazy at the time, but it definitely. How about Tampa Bay getting fucked up in the World Series in 2020, not winning, and then giving Wander Franco a major, major extension?
not the same thing.
I think it's like a bit of I don't know, because that was pretty against the grain by Tampa Bay standards. Like I was looking at him at the time. Obviously, now we're looking at him very differently, but I was looking at him at the time thinking like, okay, so in 6 years, this guy will be a 315 lifetime hitter, and he'll be a New York Yankee, or he'll be at that point a San Diego Padre, or like some of these teams that are giving out stupid contracts. But I think you brought up the Bogarts deal, and I was talking to my dad about this, but I think like that deal has been so ass backwards for San Diego. Like he hasn't been good for a single season for them. He's been a
Yeah.
league average. His first year he was like a 780 OPS, like league average player, basically, maybe slightly above. And since then he's either been injured or bad. He's not really a great shortstop anymore. Not that he was ever like a great defensive shortstop, but he's lost a step. And they owe him for like what, 8 more seasons? Like I think that was a
I think so.
it's 11 years. That deal was like 280, 11 years. That was a crazy contract.
And that was in yeah, that was in 2023 was his first year. Yeah, so he still owed money for yikes. He's only in this is only going to be year 4 of that deal.
That's what I
That's
mean. And so I think these guys who are asking for 9 year deals and shit, like I give Pete Alonso a lot of credit because he got a good contract and he was like, all right, I'll take it. And I know he's a Boris guy, but like I think you can even look at that and say like maybe it's an overpay, but I think
mhm.
he accepted what his market value was and took it. And he waited. He did a prove it year and he proved it and he got his contract. I don't really know what Bregman's waiting for, and it's kind of pissing me off a little bit because Dude, like that's a crazy contract. 6 years, 170, if that's what the figure is a astounding contract to be on a competitive team, a playoff team that's pushing to make pieces for a World Series. I don't really know what he's waiting for. Does he just not want to be there? I don't know. I don't think that's actually the case, but I don't love what I'm hearing, and I'm also being reactive because we haven't done shit. We've had two big moves basically this whole offseason.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to like reflect on like what the Blue Jays have done this offseason because it's
Mhm.
Cease, they signed Cody Ponce, then Tyler
Okay.
Rogers, which by the way, can we talk about like the Tyler Rogers to like Trey Savage arm slot whiplash that
That's
batter's gonna get? Like your Savage is coming over the top here, and then submarine from Tyler Rogers is just
yeah,
crazy.
dude. That's crazy.
Um, and then like they just did signed Kasuma Akamoto, which I
Yeah,
think
that's
also
right.
takes them out of the Bregman picture a
It
little
does.
bit.
Certainly does. Yeah.
Um, yeah, I think I don't know. Yeah, it's you know I think it's like yeah, it's really confusing because that it's taking this long with Bregman because I feel like if this offer that the like allegedly so aggressive is so aggressive, then like he would have signed it, you know?
Do you think
Um,
so? I mean, last year he waited until it was like literally mid-February. Like he had half an off or a preseason, because he was waiting. And he is a Boris guy. This is not. It happened with JD Martinez. It's happened with a bunch of those Boris guys where they wait, wait, wait. He had a year. Who was the player that Boris had that literally he ended up signing? I think it was a Kansas City guy. I don't remember what his name is now, but he literally like started playing in like freaking June. Like he waited, or Craig Kimbrell. He had Craig Kimbrell.
mm,
Kimbrell waited until June to sign a contract. It's just like a little ridiculous, man. It's like, come on.
yeah, I mean, I feel like because I thought it seemed like Bregman really hated waiting so long last offseason, so like doing it again is kind of crazy to me. I can't imagine that this goes until February. Like I can't fathom that we do this whole song and dance literally all over again.
Hmm.
But I mean, crazier shit has happened. But yeah, I mean, and if it isn't Bregman, then like they better make a quick turn and uh get Bo Bichette because like
Yeah, it has to be.
I think
Has to be.
missing out on both would be really fucking brutal.
Yeah, and that
But
would be a
like
huge stain on Breslow. That would be a really bad look.
I guess like but based on like what this offseason is, I think, and based on what the specifically what the Blue Jays and then the Orioles have done, uh, have they? I guess how how are you feeling about the AL East again? Like, how are you feeling about the Sox chances, just given that the Jays and the O's have been so active? I mean, the O's have really, I think, picked up quite a lot.
Yeah, although I don't really feel like the Orioles are going to be any better. I feel like the Rays are kind of. I mean, dude, it's so hard to know with especially with the Rays because they always have these rando fucking 21-year-old players that come from like Dominican or Cuba that are nasty. But I have no idea. Here's my like early prediction as of right now. I think the Blue Jays will still finish first. I think they've only improved from what they've done. I don't think they're going to be that much better, personally.
Yeah,
I don't think they're going to be like an 100-win team. I think they'll win still like, what did they win last? 93, 94?
94.
They'll be a 93-win team, 94, I think. I actually think, depending on what happens next for Boston, if a big bat comes in, if that actually happens, I think we might be looking at potentially finishing ahead of New York. New York doesn't scare me at all. They haven't
Yeah,
done anything, and I think the fact that they're like considering, I know Volpe's having a shoulder surgery, but they're like very seriously considering running it back with him. It just the Yankees are so weird. They literally make the same mistakes every single year, and they're like, let's just run it back. It'll work. It'll work better this time. Judge will hit 50
yeah,
homers. We'll figure it out. And I don't. The thing about the Orioles is yes, they added, but they added in areas that I don't think they really needed. They desperately need like elite starting pitching. They added Taylor Ward, who's a 30 home run guy, but a big strikeout guy. They've got plenty of guys who hit home runs and strike out. They added Pete Alonso,
yeah.
who's a home run guy and a big strikeout guy. They've now got two dudes in the league that'll hit. Alonso's not going to hit 50. He might hit 40. Ward's going to hit 30. And then what? They'll
Yeah.
get 6 runs and lose 6-4s. Like, I don't fear them.
I feel like if Alonso was like playing for the Orioles back before they fucked around with the left field wall, like
Yeah,
he'd be somewhat guaranteed to hit much better than
certainly. It's different
he is.
now.
Like I think yeah, like the middle of the Orioles lineup is kind of scary to me. Like it's Gunnar, Pete, Taylor Ward, I think Beavers and like maybe O'Neill if they're healthy or whatever. But like
Yeah.
there's a lot of I don't know. It's like are we still putting a lot of stock in Jackson Holiday? Like
No,
I'm
no.
not.
And it's not
Uh,
his fault. He's still 22, but like I heard a quote on this podcast I was listening to. It's a Mets podcast, but they were talking about the Orioles because Pete Alonso went over there.
yeah,
But I think he's now going to be viewed, and he'll have to prove people wrong, as a high floor instead of a high ceiling player.
yeah, I think
That's
so.
what I think. So I think he'll be end up as a great 6-7 hitter, 6-7. But
Shut up.
I don't really know like what we're looking at with him. He hasn't been great at all.
Yeah, and then like yeah, even with Shane Baz, like their rotation is still
He,
looks bad.
yeah, he's not that. He's all right.
Like
What is he like a 3-4 starter? Like I don't.
yeah, I just feel like a lot of I mean, I think the Blue Jays are like very legit.
Mhm.
Like they're kind of a monster, but I think people are kind of starting to, and I think it's like both Red Sox fans and the media are starting to buy low on, or like I guess I don't know if it's buy low or sell high, but like people are like a little like icy about the Sox. And I think we're undervaluing I think a lot of people are undervaluing the talent the Red Sox have.
Yes, I agree.
Like I do like, you know, yeah, like Meyer, like the whole health thing is like definitely a concern, but uh like while he's healthy and like while he's there, like I think he's gonna have a really good year. Obviously, Roman Anthony. Fuck it, while we have too many outfielders, they're all gonna do well. Like I don't like they're all good. Like they're all
Let me
good
let me,
outfielders.
let me just say this now. It's very apparent how good Roman Anthony is to people who watch him. We watch like what
Yeah.
every game basically. I think I missed like 2 games this season. That guy is going to. It's you can never guarantee someone's going to win an MVP, but his baseball reference page at the end of his career is going to be disgusting. It's going to be like MVP, MVP 2, MVP 3, like
Yeah.
all of that shit. He's going to hit, in my opinion, because of his ability to get on base and his ability to. He does strike out, but I feel like he only has those games every now and again. He's going to
Mhm.
look a lot offensively like a Jose Ramirez.
Yeah. I mean that's
And
pretty
that's awesome. Dude,
yeah.
like I think people are not realizing what we have. Like Bregman is really, really good and I want him back, but like I do think whether he comes back or not, if Anthony plays 145 games, we are gonna have the 35 home run guy. I think he's gonna find his power stroke and he's gonna be a stud.
Yeah.
So I'm not as worried as everybody else, but I would like that big bat.
Yeah. I'd also like I think I don't know, like the fact we haven't done anything with our bullpen makes me concerned for our bullpen a little bit, but we also I will uh but yeah, I'm still, you know, I'm still pretty optimistic about like I think this is a totally a wild card team. Like right as even as of now, I think it's still a wild card team.
I absolutely agree.
Yeah. Also, I don't think I told you, I am like going to spring training in March. Like
Oh,
my
sick.
during my spring break, I'm gonna because I'm already in Florida for other stuff, and so I'm gonna make a trip out of it and
Hell yeah. Dude,
go
it's
up
I've
to
never gone to Fenway South. I went to their old place in Fort Myers, which was more of like a standard, excuse me, spring training stadium. Pardon me. I
yeah.
have not had my coffee yet. But I got a baseball signed by Tug Hewlett. So shout out to Tug Hewlett.
Don't know
Also
who
got
that
a
is.
baseball signed by Kevin Youkilis.
I
That's
know who
pretty
that is.
sick.
Okay.
Yeah, it was a really fun experience, man. Spring training was
Yeah.
awesome. And it's cool. Dude, I saw actually probably the biggest home run I've ever seen hit was at that spring training. Jim Tomey and his I think it was his final season. Bro, he must have been a Philly. He hit a ball to dead center that was at least 500 feet. It was like way the fuck out of there and it
Yeah.
was astounding. I mean,
That's awesome.
You see big hitters hitting against like double A pitchers, and it's pretty fun.
Yeah. So real quick, I think would just be fun. I don't know. Have you? I posted on my Substack on the Substack last
Mhm.
week for like I had
So
like. Did you read the like my wild predictions?
no, let's pull it up.
Okay, then I'm gonna go. We're gonna go through them. I want to get your take on each of them.
Okay.
All right, my first one. A starter will reach 300 strikeouts for the first time since 2019 this season.
Yes.
Yeah, I feel like that's very doable.
People strike out now more.
Yeah, I feel like
I
it's like
think
not about like the strikeout rate. It's just about like teams
leaving.
leaving their pitchers in.
That's what I was gonna say. Is I think what's starting to happen too. Cora does a good job with this. I think when we have because we had what 3 complete games this year. Like that's pretty rare.
Mhm.
I think
Yeah,
Bayo had 2 and Crochet had 1. I've seen the Blue Jays do this. Really, it's just those like small market, like penny pinching teams that don't do that because they literally can't afford to lose people. But I think we're starting to see a bit of um, a recall of yesteryear baseball, like early 2010s, early 2000s baseball, where starters are
Mhm.
going 7 8 innings. And I also think at the plate. So here's the interesting thing: it kind of overlaps with the Blue Jays making the World Series. I've talked to you about this at length, but the Blue Jays play a brand of baseball offensively that's not what we're used to in the current format of the game. Like they don't strike out
yeah,
much, they get a lot of doubles. So it'll be interesting to see pitchers staying in longer, but also certain teams putting out more contact bats instead of home run strikeout bats. But I agree with you. I think Crochet's capable, Scooble's capable, Skeens is capable. Um, there's more guys that I'm forgetting. Those are obviously the big
I think
three that
like
said,
Hunter
but
Brown and Cole Reagans are like
oh yeah,
two of the dark horses for that for sure. Even like Cease if he's healthy could I think
could be, yeah.
yeah, but I think Crochet like I think is a guy who could absolutely he just struck out what 225 last season and that
Yeah.
was
Missed a couple
um
starts too.
yeah yeah
Chris
so I mean he was
Sale,
like
healthy.
yeah I mean I think it's definitely doable.
It's
It'd be fun to see because I think it's just so fucking impressive.
who's the last? Is
Um,
Chris Sale the last person to do it? That was 2017,
Garrett Cole and Justin Verlander in the same year.
2019.
Yeah,
Oh
on the
geez,
same rotation. And they
Jesus.
lost the World Series, which is
Yeah,
even
they did to
fucking
the Nats.
crazy.
They lost to the
Yeah,
Nats, right? I'm gonna look
I
that up.
like every time I look at the 2019 Astros on paper, I'm like, how did you guys fucking lose? Like, that's crazy.
That was that weird
Like,
year where Garrett Cole like finished with the Astros and immediately like after the World Series put on a Boris hat. Like he was like, I'm
yeah,
done with
yeah, yeah,
this. Like,
yeah.
that was weird. By the way, just a quick tidbit on the Yankees, just because we brought it up. Oh yeah, 326 strikeouts. Wow, that's crazy. Dude, I do not think he's gonna be good recovering from his surgery.
We're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that.
Okay, anyway.
Yeah. Second hot. I think this is because these are all meant to be like kind of hot takes. This one's I think pretty hot. The Pittsburgh Pirates will make the postseason for the first time since
Ooh,
2015. I
I'm
think it
gonna
can
say
happen.
I'm gonna say no, but I don't think that's an outlandish take. I
I
don't
think
think it's not gonna happen, but they're gonna get close.
I think it's a matter of like because they added those, they added what Brandon Lau
Yeah,
and they got the password via trade and they also I think signed Brian O'Hearn.
I know
Like
Hearn.
they got some pieces, some bats who like could maybe drive in runs, but like that rotation is just like next level, like disgustingly good. It's just like a matter of like if they can score enough runs. And I think like that wild card race is going to be a mess in the NL. And I
Yeah,
think they could just like sneak through into that third spot. Like I think the fact that the Reds snuck in is like crazy.
that's my only thing is like maybe they'll pass the Reds, but
Yeah,
Central, Cubs are
you'd have
nasty,
to
Brewers are nasty. It
Cubs and
really
Reds.
depends. To me, it really depends on the NL West because I think
Mm,
Arizona is capable. I mean, they're in for Alex Bregman, apparently. I think they're capable of being
yeah,
good. Like they have, if they hold on to Ketel Marte and have Corbin Carroll, that's 2 dudes that'll drive in a shit ton of runs and score a ton of runs. Yeah, there's a few teams in the NL West that I'm kind of like raising my eyes at. Like maybe Giants potentially. Are they going to be better? They had a hot start. Are they going to figure it out? I don't
yeah.
know.
I mean, like I looked at Rafi's line the other day. He between Boston and San Fran, he had 100 RBIs. And I don't remember the
Bro,
last time he
he's
had a
the
100
same
RBI season.
every year. He's the same every year. He's honestly, I don't like him anymore, and I honestly I hate to say I kind of like actively cheer against him now, but like, bro, he's nasty.
He's
Like
disgustingly good. It's
he's
great.
nasty. He's an 850 OPS, 280 batting average, 30 homer, 100 RBI. He's like a David Ortiz clone, bro. He's
Yeah.
nasty.
Yeah, and we fucking traded him.
What?
Um,
Nothing.
third take, the Red Sox won't win the division, but they'll win 92 to 94 games.
I'm gonna go low. I'm gonna take the under on that, but I don't. I think they'll make the playoffs. I think they're gonna win around 90 again. I think they'll be
Yeah.
close.
I think uh yeah, I don't there's nothing really scientific about it for me. I'm just like I think that this team, if they're, if they're healthier than last season and they can just like have a first baseman, like an actual first baseman playing first base, which we have now,
Yeah.
like I think it's possible. Also, just if you look at the Roman Anthony numbers when he are like the team's record when Roman Anthony was on the Sox versus like when he wasn't playing for the Sox last year.
Hmm.
Um, it's like it's crazy because it's like the team was 44 and 72 or 44 and 27 when he was on the team.
Yeah.
And then when he wasn't, they were 45 and 46. But like, so I'm like, I don't know. Maybe I would like I am optimistic in that respect.
I want to hit 90. We were 89 last year, and
I would love to hit 90 again. Yeah.
I predicted
Bringing it
88.
back to the Yankees though, and to your point, I think this is Brian Cashman's final season as the Yankees general
Yes.
manager, and I've said it before, and I've never believed it more than I believe it now.
Yes. Yes. I agree.
I
I
think the
think there's if they don't, dude, they have to win the World Series. I mean, it's not even like making the World Series isn't good enough because they got embarrassed isn't the right word. Exposed. That World Series they got
yeah,
exposed, and they have to win pretty decisively a World Series, I think, for him to stay. But also, dude, Hal Steinbrenner is so confusing. Like, I don't know if he's interested in winning. I think he's more interested in like, he had that quote at the end of the season when they lost to Toronto. Some reporter, I don't remember who, asked him, like, how do you view the season as was it a success or a failure? And all the players, like, it was a failure. You know, our goal is to get back to the World
yeah.
Series. He was like, no, we were profitable. It was a success. So, like, I don't know, but I want to say yes because I think it's not that I care for the Yankees' success at all, but it is a bit of a travesty, like in the sport, that they're a bit of a joke right now. They're good, but like the
Yeah.
Vulcan's a joke. Aaron Boone's kind of a joke, in my opinion. I think both of them
Yeah.
should.
It's honestly like this is a team, even if they re-sign Cody Bellinger, because like that's also like a question mark. I don't think it really changes anything for how I feel about like
Mhm.
they strike out a ton. Like if Aaron Judge isn't in that lineup is
Not potent.
toothless.
Yeah.
They're pretty old. Like
Yeah.
10, like and it's like what 10 of them are over 30.
Yeah.
I agree. I don't think Garrett Cole comes back totally, like doesn't come back 100%.
Well,
Rodon and Schmidt are also on the IL.
did you see the report about Cole that came out like yesterday? He's not supposed to start throwing again until June 1st.
Wait, what? That's well then how is he coming back this season?
He had surgery in March. Like, what happened to his arm? Did he just destroy his arm? Like,
I mean, he was like this is I can't say that I'm like shocked about any of this, but the fact of the matter is like he was what 35 when he went under the knife for his first Tommy John, or I guess his second, like but like his first in the bigs.
he's 35 now, so 34 presumably when he had the surgery, unless he's turning
Yeah.
30 this
But
year.
that's like late to have Tommy John for the, you know, I guess
Yeah,
like first or
June
second
1st.
time. Like that's
June 1st. That's crazy. So they're gonna have to rely on Freed and Rodon again. Freed is
but
really
Rodon's out though until like May, until like
dude.
late
They might be
May.
in trouble. I mean, they might be in big trouble. I don't know. They haven't really done anything.
Yeah. And they also have just zero trade capital.
No,
Like,
nothing. I mean, their best trade acquisition was Bednar, right? And he was okay for them, but
yeah.
they gave up for that. I don't even
But I
know,
mean,
but
they have no prospects, like no really good prospects.
no, that's what I mean. They weren't able to even pick up anybody at the deadline really significant. I mean, they got Caballero, who's I think very overrated. They got Bednar, and they got Oh, Duvall. They did get some guys. So they drained everything they had for this last season. It
Yeah.
didn't. Oh, wow, that's
But
crazy.
and then they lost like Weaver and
Yep.
Williams to the Mets, and they haven't done anything to replace them. I'm so confused about what the game plan is there for that
It's
organization.
all good. They're
So
profitable. They're
I kind of
profitable.
think I don't know. Um, ooh, the Athletics will be buyers at the trade deadline. And I don't know that they make the playoffs, but I think that they can. They
I
will think that they can make it.
okay. I'm gonna agree, but here's my caveat.
Hmm.
You know how like in 2022 we were kind of like buyers and sellers.
Yeah.
I think they're gonna do that, but like 60% to 40% buyer to seller. Like
Mm,
they'll bring in like a good pitcher, but then they'll trade somebody that's kind of decent for them to pick up prospects. Like they'll do some weird athletic shit. But I could agree with that. I actually think my outlook on the Athletics is they're gonna be like a bogey team for people. Like they're gonna beat some teams that are
mhm.
good. They're not gonna be a
Yeah.
role this year. I don't know if they'll make the playoffs either because they don't have any pitching, but
Yeah. And the West is crazy.
they're gonna be not a fun team to play against. They can
Yeah.
fucking hit, bro. Those
That
like their
lineup is
1 through 7 is
so
nasty.
good.
Their one through
Like,
seven is like better than anybody else. They're nasty.
yeah, they just extended Tyler Soderstrom, and I thought that was like such a good move
He's a
for
beast.
them. Yeah, like Nick Kurtz, like Rooker, like it's just like it's such a stacked lineup. The team needs some pitching to actually do anything.
Yeah, I would agree. I don't disagree with your take. I just think it's not going to be. They're not going to go in for like a Scooble if the Tigers aren't good.
No,
Like
I mean,
they'll pull in some like B minus player and be like, yeah, we bought. But I could see it.
yeah, we'll try to get like some arms in there to try
Sure.
and do something. This take I've actually seen around more and more, so
Hmm.
maybe it's less hot. Bryce Harper will have his best year since 2021.
Yeah, I'm high on Bryce, dude. I think
Yeah.
Bryce is. Look, we grew up in DC and we've known Bryce Harper since like he was on Sports Illustrated when he was like 17 years
Oh
old.
yeah, that was
I've always been a big fan of Bryce, and I've never been
yeah,
we're obviously Red Sox fans. We're from DC. I've never really been a Nats fan. Like I'm not a Nationals fan, but I've always liked Bryce Harper. And watching his career, kind of like the arc, the highs and lows. First
mhm,
of all, he's a high ceiling and a high floor player. His floor, like this year, what was Dombrowski was like? Yeah, he wasn't elite this year. I'm like, bro,
yeah,
he was good as fuck this year. What are you talking about? He was excellent this year. So that's number one. Bryce gets fucking hot when people criticize him.
yeah. I know. That's
And
why I'm
he's
like,
gonna go off. He's gonna
the
go
dude
off.
is never better than when people tell him that he sucks. And yeah, so I cannot wait to see what he does this year because
Also, elite defensive first baseman. Let me just throw that.
yeah,
I'm a first baseman. Like we've talked about this on this podcast. I love good defensive first base. Elite first baseman. Anyway,
yeah,
okay,
no,
I agree.
he's he's incredible. He's next level. His like I was looking at his obviously I was looking at his 2019 or I mean 2021 line because that was the last time he won MVP. But his 2015, which is like the other year, fucking disgusting, like 42 home runs,
Bro,
198 OPS plus. It's just
and he's a complete plus plus defender. Like
yeah,
he's nasty, bro. This is his year last year. How can you say that 844 OPS, 129 OPS plus, 29% better than league average, 27 home runs? How can you say that that's not a good season? Three WAR player as a first baseman. Yeah, he's not winning
yeah.
MVPs, but like that's a good year. Like what are we
I mean,
it's a
maybe Dave just knew that he needed to push Bryce like just over the edge enough to like do some
maybe
more stuff.
he
But
cut his strikeouts down.
yeah,
I don't know. That was a strange that was
yeah.
weird.
I mean, I
Anyway,
don't think he'll win MVP just because Otani exists.
but
But
he'll be up there.
yeah.
I think he'll be knocking on the door and he's only 33. It's not like he's fucking 37. So,
Yeah. All right. Second to last one here. The Padres will begin a rebuild by trading Fernando Tatis Jr.
I can totally see that happening. I think the Padres are kind of due for a rebuild. I think it's not going to work. Like they've proven the height of what they can do with these guys.
Yeah. I just think that
Tatis,
there's so much drama there with the family stuff.
yeah, it's a lot. And I think that they've given out some ridiculous contracts. I know Manny's on a huge contract, Tatis is on a huge contract, Bogarts is a ridiculous contract. I think letting
Yeah.
Cease leave was kind of the beginning of the dominoes falling. But they did bring back Michael King. So that's kind of interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know if they'll. Do you think they'll trade Tatis? I don't know.
I think because like Tatis is the only dude with a mega deal. Like he's the only way to offload money because no one's going to trade for Bogarts.
Or
No one's
Machado.
going to trade for Machado. Like, yeah, Tatis is still young and he still has like more than half that contract left. And he's
Yeah,
still good.
I could see it.
Yeah. Also, they like just think about like how much they fucking destroyed their farm system at the trade deadline last year,
Yeah,
trading for Mason Miller. Like they they have nothing there, and it just like it's a matter of time, I think, before they like yeah they just start tearing it all down. So
yeah.
yeah,
I think it also depends on like what the goals of the team are, but I think that the NLCS is the furthest that this team is going to get.
I think that's like a high ceiling for them. But I mean, also Tatis his AAV is not crazy high. Like I think it's for the Padres, given all the other stuff, it's expensive. But he's like it's 24 million a year.
Oh wow, that's I thought it was 30.
No, it's 24 million a year for 9 years.
Okay,
So like
interesting.
it's a lot, I think, when you look at years like seven, eight, and nine. But I mean that's a contract that like I mean I know our outfield's already fucked, but like we should welcome that contract with open arms. Like the
Yeah,
Sox
no,
should
I would
absolutely
I
like
would take
fucking
him.
punt Abreu. I don't give a shit. Like
Yeah, I would take
that's
get rid of anybody except for Anthony. Like I would take that.
yeah.
Okay.
Okay, last one. Dodgers reach the World Series for the third straight year, but they lose.
Uh, dude, I think they're gonna win again. I hate to say it, but
Fucking hope not, man. I can't do three in a row. I
I think they're
cannot.
gonna win. I was waiting for us to do our, February prediction episode, which will happen, but they're gonna win. I mean,
I
who's
can't
who's gonna beat the
fucking.
Dodgers?
I
What's the
don't
thing Joe
know.
Davis
I
said
just
to
need somebody to.
What's the thing Joe Davis said to beat the champ, you got to knock him out? Who's gonna fucking knock the Dodgers out? What did they get? They got better. They got Edwin Diaz, bro. They're literally better now. They don't have to rely on Tanner Scott anymore. They're
I
literally
know.
they're 20% better than where they were before. And they might get Kyle Tucker.
I just like.
That's not even out of the question yet.
I can't condone a three-peat for any team. I just like I can't have it. I
When you
cannot.
first said the Dodgers will get back to the World Series, I was like, well, yeah, obviously. Like I think they're gonna win, dude. Let me ask you this. Let me counter with this. Who in the American League right now, as presently constructed, gives you any inkling that they can beat the Dodgers? Blue Jays came about as close as you can, and I don't think all of that was. I think the Dodgers played themselves out of a few games in that series, as opposed to the Blue Jays just outright beat them.
I think honestly, I think right now it's like the Blue Jays
It.
are that team.
That's it.
I think if the Red Sox are just like a little bit more ambitious, I think it could be the Sox, but I don't think like I think we'd have to offensively we'd have to add like a guy who can hit 40 or we'd have to add more offensively.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean I don't know. I think right now on paper the Blue Jays are the best like most equipped team to beat them. Um
From the AL, I
yeah.
still think that the Phillies have an opportunity to do some damage in the National League if they get paired up again. I mean, obviously they lost on that horrible error, but they just didn't show up in that series really.
Yeah.
Never
The
showed up.
Cubs too. I mean, the Cubs just got Edward Cabrera from the Marlins
Yeah,
today.
they're good. They're
So like
superstars. Dude, the Marlins could do it.
Marlins, I think actually are like I think they think that they're in their window now.
I mean, they're not bad. What's that guy's name? Xavier Edwards. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
They have some players, but yeah, I'm gonna say no because I'm gonna say like currently my prediction is the Dodgers will repeat, and I'm not a big fan of predicting the same World Series as the year before. Um, I, American League, I don't know. I don't know who would get to the World Series, but I genuinely think the Dodgers are a shoe-in to win it again. Dude, I keep getting these articles on Instagram that crack me up. It's like breaking. Shohei Ohtani could miss 2026 season if he decides to quit baseball. So fucking funny. Dude, wait, also Mookie Betts is going to be good next year. Like Mookie Betts is like back in the gym. He's put on the weight again. Like he's going to be good next year. They're going to get better.
Yeah, just
They're going to be
fuck.
better, dude. He's going to go back to hitting 30 bombs. They might get Kyle Tucker. They have Edwin Diaz now. They're literally going to be 30 times better than they were. I mean,
I mean, listen, I don't condone violence, but if
yeah,
Tanya Harding's available in October,
I don't see anybody knocking them out. They're basically like exchanging Clayton Kershaw, who was actually pretty good last year, but like bit of a non-factor in the postseason for three guys coming back to their best, you know? Two
yeah,
guys coming back to their best and potentially an acquisition. I don't know. Um, I really don't know. Like the Jays are the only team. I'm looking at the Red Sox as a hopeful for like a championship series at the moment. The Yankees could potentially be a championship series team. I think Texas is not going to be as bad as they were this year, although they did offload some people. But like Adolis Garcia wasn't even good last year, so
yeah. I don't
um,
even know if the Astros will be any good this year. I mean, I know that they
they got
signed
Imai.
yeah, and
Is
like
he even
him
good?
Hunt,
I don't really know much about him. Is he all
yeah,
right?
he's no, he's good. But like him and him and Hunter Brown are like that's a great
Yeah,
like
they're not.
top of the rotation. I just on the field, like I don't know what the Houston Astros have that like makes would make them better than last year. I mean, and last year they got knocked out by the Mariners, who I I don't know if they're still going to be good. I mean, like they kept Naylor, sure, and they have that rotation, but like they should add more, you know?
The Mariners gave me like 2013 Red Sox vibes, like just magical run. Not that I think they were a much
Yeah.
more constructed team than the 2013 Red Sox, but they were like a vibes high team. I think like I'm not a huge fan of this player. We've talked about him. I'm not a huge Eugenio Suarez fan. I
Yeah.
don't like his game because I don't like three true outcome players, but he's a vibes guy for sure. He's a high vibes guy, and he's probably not coming back.
Yeah.
I don't
I think
know.
oh, it'll be a true test if Jordan Alvarez like is
Oh yeah.
healthy because
Yep.
he they didn't have him at all last year, really.
Do
So
you think? Oh man, I really don't know. Do you think that Julio Rodriguez is like the guy? Like, do you think he's gonna be the guy ever? Because I sort of like I know his first year was really good, but I sort of just see him as like a really good second half player. Um, I think that the Mariners feel like they're still missing something, and I don't really know. Their rotation's nasty. It's not pitching. They've got a good bullpen. It just feels like I don't know. Raleigh is he gonna hit? He's not gonna be as good as he was last year.
yeah, but I think he's still gonna hit like
Oh,
40
he's still a
plus.
beast. Yeah, he's still a beast. But I just feel like they're not they had magic, dude. They had like there was this I used to watch a lot of Foolish Baseball on YouTube and when the Cardinals, I think it's 2019, they had a postseason run and he kept saying Tommy Edman was on the team. He kept saying Tommy Edman has Cardinals devil magic. It was like that
Yeah,
type
I see
shit.
that.
He was just like for some reason like always on base. He was soaking up every ground ball and making a perfect play. It kind of gave me that vibe. I was like, man, these guys like really can't lose, and then they just couldn't get it done at the end. But
Yeah,
fun fact: 50 minutes ago, real quick,
hmm.
Sports Illustrated posted Yankees linked and discussing contract offer to 42-year-old starting pitcher. Guess who that is?
Wait, what?
The Yankees are currently discussing offering a contract to a 42-year-old starting pitcher, nine-time All-Star. Who is it?
Kershaw?
Verlander.
Scherzer. What'd you say?
Verlander.
Oh,
Verlander.
Verlander. Yeah,
Dude,
honestly, give me another reason to fucking hate Verlander.
bring him to the Yankees, bro. We will fucking demolish him.
Dude, I kind of hate that guy.
No, I've never liked him. I've never liked him.
Yeah,
I've never liked Verlander. It's not like his fault. I
he just
he's
has a dick face.
he's a hypocrite too. He's all, oh, these pitchers are cheating, blah blah. And then it's like, bro, you were complicit on the Astros. Like you knew what was going on. Like you're a hypocrite.
Yeah. Um, yeah, I don't like him. I like that deal a lot less. Um, oh, I forgot Rob Refsnyder's on the Mariners now.
Oh yeah. Well, I'm glad he got a contract, man. I'm glad
Yeah.
somebody knows his value. He's the man. Dude, we're really running it with like all left-handed hitting outfielders, huh? Like Yoshida's still there.
Dude, it's so weird. Like, we gotta move. We have
One,
to move like somebody. This is ridiculous.
it just feels confusing. Like, it's really the Bregman stuff's really frustrating because he's gonna wait for somebody else to match the offer because that's what Boris does. Dude, honestly, like at a certain point, if it gets, it's only January 7th, but if it gets to around the time pitchers and catchers report, which is like a month from now, pull the contract and go for Bichette. Like seriously, it's like don't
Yeah.
wait for this guy anymore. This is not we did this last year. It's not worth dancing around Boris. Like
Yeah. Bichette at second and Meyer at third. Um,
that's great.
would be yeah, I guess in that case I'm just wondering like, okay, when Meyer gets hurt, like who covers third? Because like we do have people who can cover second. So I'm like, but
Yeah,
that's a later, I think,
that's an
issue. I
issue
just
for later. Yeah.
yeah, I we gotta unload some lefties. Like we gotta unload Yoshida and Durant. Like this is ridiculous.
Yeah, someone's got I mean, I think they should just cut Yoshida Duran, cut Yoshida, but
That's all. Yeah,
he
it's like
did
a
come
lot
from
of money.
Philly, but I don't know. I saw we got Cutter Crawford. We reached a deal with him, so that's
Yeah, we
cool.
didn't have to pay him any more than we paid him last year because he didn't do anything.
Play. Yeah, that's fine. I mean, I don't know, dude. It's just we're just missing again, it's similar to what I was saying about the Mariners. There's something like just not quite clicking with us. I guess
Yeah.
we'll see. Maybe Connor Wong will hit 40 homers this year. That's not going to happen. Anyway, I got to jump
Yeah.
off, ladies and
Yeah.
gents. Well, we'll try to do another one before anything crazy happens. I think we want to upgrade the show a little bit this year. So we when you get
Yeah.
back to town, we'll make some plans here. But yeah, just I guess all's quiet on the Western Front at the moment. Nothing too crazy other than we offered Bregman a contract and he's sitting on it. So
Yeah. Watch us hang up right now and then like
I,
last year,
it
the
happened
news comes
last
in.
year. It happened. If it
I'll
does,
be
I'll
so
bring it back. I mean,
I'll be so mad.